Okay, so this is titled Budget Considerations. This is where we're going to talk a little bit about money, but not in the atypical sense like you see if you watch vloggers that do proper budget videos, unlike this one, which is improper. Next month, this is like the 26th or the 27th of the month, something like that. So we're coming to the end of July, and the 1st of August, I'm going to keep all my receipts and I'm going to write it all down. And at the end of August, I will do another budget video where it's the atypical. Here's what I have. Here's the spreadsheet. This, and this. Oh, on that note, in the future, I have some other videos coming up that I think you're going to want to see. I think I've got it lined up with a young Filipina who scams people for a living. I haven't locked it down yet, but I think that her and I are going to be able to have a conversation, an interview type of conversation, where she's going to disclose how it works with the online dating thing. Not all the girls do this, but she's going to be that percentage or that sector of the online dating deal where her only goal is to drain your wallet of money. So it kind of ties in with our budget here. Getting back to what we're discussing here is there's a point that I just want to make when you're thinking about your lifestyle over here and your budget. If you live a life that's kind of introverted or a quiet life where you're the type of person that likes to stay home, you like to play on the computer a lot, maybe you like to read books, maybe you're writing a book, maybe you like to cook at home, maybe you've got some other kind of hobby that keeps you occupied during the day, or like photography, something that's free basically. Yeah, you can live easily over here on $1,000 a month, which seems to be the number that a lot of guys throw out there. I, on the other hand, have a very social type of personality, so I'm out and about more. And next month, when I go over my budget for you, you'll see it spelled out directly, just how much I spend and what I spend it on, and then I'll know also. Yes. For the love of God, I don't know where all my money goes. I have a clue, but we'll both figure it out next month. So I don't want to beat you over the head with this, but if you are an outgoing social guy and you like to go to dinners and you like to have people over and you like to travel a little bit, you like to island hop, you like to throw a party for people, the socialization can bump up your budget 20-30%. So I want you to keep that in mind. If you're the aforementioned introvert type of person, or more of a loner, or maybe you just you have a girlfriend and the two of you are happy just kind of staying home and puttering around the house and doing the garden and all that kind of stuff, then sure, your budget's going to be a lot lower. But I think it's remiss that you need to, it's remiss if I don't mention that you need to take a look at what kind of a guy are you? What kind of habits do you have? Are you gonna, there's guys out here that live really easily on $1,000 a month because they're stone cold alcoholics. Beer is super cheap. Rum it's almost free. And I know guys that start their day with a beer and never move their ass off the chair other than to go use the restroom. Somewhere along the line, they might eat a taco or something. And then they end the night with a beer and they go home. So it's easy for them to budget because they're just going to spend X amount of pesos per day on beer. They drag over their money. Most of those guys don't live high on the hog as far as their apartment or their home goes, because that type of personality tends to be one that doesn't really pay much attention to their surroundings. And I'm not judging, it just is what it is. I just want to call a spade a spade. So those guys live over here really cheap. There's other guys over here that can't make it on less than $5,000 a month because they're raising a family and they've got kids in school and they have a high maintenance girlfriend or a wife, and they're high maintenance. They need to have a new shirt every 3 days. And God bless them. They got the money, rock on, keep doing it. The point being is, if you've got X amount of dollars coming in every month, you're going to have X amount of dollars going out every month. Obviously, you want to keep it somewhat to the positive where you're saving $1 or $2. But one of the factors that I really want you to think on is, what type of guy am I? Am I a guy that's a homebody? That's cheap. Am I a guy that's outgoing and social? It's a lot more expensive. Are you going to have a girlfriend when you move over here? Is that your goal? If you have a girlfriend, your rent's not going to go up, but everything else is. When you go out to eat, you're not buying one hamburger, you're buying 2. When you go to the movies, you're not buying 1 ticket just for you because you're a single guy. No, you're going to take your girl with you, so you're buying 2 tickets. So can I live out here? Can Paul live out here on $1,000 a month as a single guy? Absolutely. Would I blow my brains out after 2 months of that? Absolutely. I can't do it. I can't just stay home. I don't play on the computer. I no longer watch TV except for background noise. I listen to music when I'm home. This month, my girlfriend May has gone to Cebu to do some work for her sister, where her sister needs help. So I'm back to being single, and I just knew the minute she left that I was going to have money left over, because I'm buying 1 hamburger again, and until she gets back, I'm buying 1 coffee. I'm not going to go to as many places. I'm not going to buy her any cosmetics. I don't need to buy her any clothes. On and on and on and on it goes. And I don't mind doing that when she's here. I love having her here. But I have to budget for that. And I think a lot of guys myself included, I was hair trigger when I first got here and would overspend because I didn't think about my personality. I didn't think about the mistakes that my personality is capable of making. By being social and by being outgoing, I also tend to be a lot more impulsive, and I also tend to be a lot more I want to go with you. Yeah, you're going over there, I'll go too. I didn't plan for that, but then somebody mentions, hey, we're going to go over here. Oh, you want to go? Sure, is my answer. I have a couple of friends that when they're with me during that situation, their response is, no, I think I'll just go home. Because that's what they like to do. They like to go home. I have a friend out here that will get up in the morning, he'll dink around for 3 or 4 hours, and it's mandatory that he gets home 2 o'clock and takes a nap. And then after that, he might go out and get a bite to eat, but he's just as happy to stay home and play on the computer or watch TV. And I say more power to him. You know, he spends less than I do just because of his personality. So I hope this helps you. I hope you can factor that in. I can't emphasize enough just how important or how big of a factor that is when you're trying to calculate your budget here. Okay? So coming up in the next few videos, I'm going to have a proper budget video for you. I think I'm going to have a Filipino scammer interview. And then I've got some other ideas in the works that I don't want to divulge until I know it for sure. So do me a solid, hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. I know the audio on this sucks. I only use my phone. I don't have a GoPro. I don't have a microphone. I don't have a plan. I just shoot from the hips. I don't edit. I just do these things and then send them up, and that's it. So anyway, it'll get better. As things progress, I'm sure I'll learn, and maybe my hope is that you bear with me and that you come with me. All right. So I'll see you next time. Bye.